Nerd may join. Rick will not join. As he has messed up once again. But hey, hopefully it goes good. Whatever's happening with him.
As long as he's alive to mess up.
Yeah, that's that's a plus, I think. Right. So, gamers. As your wonderful little group had arrived in Dwiddlebaum, gone shopping for a little bit, you all decided to explore the town, having met up with Kaidel. Um, um, some of you wanted to go to the Temple of Oculum here in the city. In the meantime, while you were waiting for the king to be ready for your audience with him, and well, fuck. Does anyone else want to do a recap? Because I have a whole session to prepare. Oh. Oh yeah. We already did for the.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
It's already in there. Of course I did. Why do you? Okay. You all messaged me about something.
Thank you.
Of course
Okay.
I did. But anyway,
So
it's like the first thing I did.
I would say the first thing is like I think after we picked up the shirts, the obvious tourist traps, we went to the Temple of Akulum to ask about this information, what is going on, and for Nin to get some questions answered about who they are. As a we got in, we talk with the priesthood is all good. Then we go deeper to the library. There, Nim just like start like seeing shit. I mean, I don't think our characters noticed any difference.
We kind of
Or
wandered
did
off on our own for a bit, but yeah, he throws you.
Yeah.
Point.
Always a dangerous prospect.
Yeah. Then I search about my character's obsession with engines,
Mm-hmm.
and how to get something similar to what I have in the ship. Uh, and my memory is a little bit foggy, to be honest. I don't remember what else
Right. Well,
we did.
somebody else can help you out with that.
After
There was, what was that dwarf's name? The one that you stuffed into a barrel.
Baron.
Yeah.
Baron. Yeah,
Baron.
There was a conversation with him.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh
didn't
my God, I
necessarily end
remember.
well.
No, he
I
absolutely
remember.
despised Osadoro and rebuked him.
We got to see the fabled Book of Grudges.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
At least his personal one.
Awesome.
And then
and then we went to wait in line to meet the king. There we met our friend engineer. Her name is Kayla, right?
Keela.
Kayla, yeah.
A dwarven engineer that the party had made friends with last time they were in Dwindlebaum. They even took her with them on a little adventure down into the Underdark. Very fun. Osadora then was granted a hook harness that he can use to basically get around a little easier. But he has apparently not been taking proper care of it. She was really upset for a moment.
Apparently, oil needs to be applied.
It's a winch mechanism. It's some oil is good every once in a while.
You need baby oil, 1,000 bottles to be exact. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. As all of you had.
Well, Mrs. Chunk, we learned about the great smith Asragar with the Starforge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also realizing that you need searching for something about Felfera.
Yeah.
Some ancient scholar from generations ago.
Indeed.
Been lived for a long time.
There's a basin deep underground that apparently has answers.
Consult with the one who knows.
Yeah, the
Some
one
strange entity.
You were given all this information by a strange hooded man that, none of you asked the name of, which is hilarious.
Trustworthy enough.
Disappeared as
Yeah.
quick as suddenly as he appeared.
And
If he offered his name, he wouldn't be trustworthy.
John Lorman, that's his name.
and the the only book of Velvera's has gone missing apparently.
Oh yeah, it's been taken. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
There were a few scraps
That's
of
true, that's
paper
true.
and bark and leather, like they'd been using to jot notes down on some point, that were gathered here at the old bookshelves. However, there was a tome that was very clearly here that's been taken, and apparently the librarian had not figured out that one is not supposed to be gone. That's not in the registry. That's bad.
Actually, if we could retcon, I have the wand of Schizo. Like I could ask the
Gives us one of the
shelf.
voices.
Who the would I like ask the shelf who the fuck took
That
the
is a
book
really
and
good-
describe them?
Okay, now that is a really good idea. Now you were here for the session, Vale. There was no one stopping you from doing it in the moment.
Absolutely,
Which is
but
why
I just got that
I
idea.
don't know if I will allow it to retcon it. There was no way. You had
That's
every
okay.
opportunity to, but you didn't do it.
You're right. You're right.
Thing that we'd have to go back to do.
Yeah.
You could always do
Do
that,
it for
of
you.
course.
Yeah.
That was a good idea. Otherwise, right. So I'd like to know, Helios, just following along with you guys, doing what he can. I think Karn would join you guys as well, just in case. If you're gonna get an audience with the king, or if you're going anywhere that's gonna require him to be there next session, if Rick can make it, I'll like to have Karn following very close by. Karn has various magic items as well on him, gathered from the last dungeon you guys were in at the good old Madeiras' crypt, or his lair. But yes, as all of you have gathered in the king's halls, you approach this throne room after a long queue of various guild members who had secured themselves a little spot, and commoners, and to state their claims and state their business. You were all eventually led in as a group and introduced to King Geert Ironflame. As he sits upon a throne and is about to address all of you. You have all been introduced and have entered the halls. The room is flanked by guards, and there are several up by the throne end of the room, and on the back wall there's a set of people standing, possibly advisors or his parts of his council.
Have we been instructed with any kind of, what's the word?
Decorum.
To kneel to decorum, I guess. Beforehand.
Well, you have been given the basics of, well, I mean, it is customary to either unless you are a citizen of the realm, it is not customary to kneel because you are visitors. However, it would definitely gain you some favor, if you show humility or whatever else. Like, you don't just barge in and go, "We want this,"
That's exactly what Asadura does.
Yeah, I imagined.
I'll behave. I'm already wearing the
Respect the
shirt and the
custom
beard.
and do whatever the guy before their group did.
Well, you didn't see them. Basically, each audience is somewhat private, except for, like, you basically address you're not. There's the people in the queue. Like, you might be able to overhear things in the throne room while you're, like, in the antechamber before, or the vestibule before. However, you couldn't see it directly. It's only when the door opened, you're let in, that you can actually see into the room.
Yeah. definitely do.
Oh, are there? I'm assuming there's guards in the room with us, and or
Oh,
in the
yes.
antechamber or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a few.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll
And
just,
there was one of his advisors, maybe one of his stewards, that basically gave you guys like the basic rundown of what's to happen.
Okay, I'll just turn to the steward and then just straight up ask him, what's the best way to when we introduce ourselves? Do we bow? Do we kneel?
Well, we would have one of our
We-
seneschals introduce you. However, introducing yourselves would not be necessary, but you may kneel as you do your requests, or maybe it would be good for you to pick a spokesman, or at least speak one at a time. Do not interrupt each other. Have a succinct way to address the issue.
Okay. Just look at the group and go, okay, outside of Asaduro, who wants to talk to the king?
Are we in front of the king right now?
Why you gotta be like that?
Because I don't want
Well,
to
hang
be.
on.
I don't
So,
want
so
our
I
team
thought
to
we're
be
in front of
put
the
in
king
king's
right
book, right?
now.
That's
Why are we
that's a
having
retcon.
private
That is a
discussion?
retcon. Yes, Will. That is a
Oh,
retcon.
right,
You were
okay,
already
yeah.
introduced. That's the
Okay.
last thing
we're
that was
already
said
in front
last
of him?
time.
Never mind.
Yes, the last thing that was said
Okay.
last time is that you were introduced, and basically you stand before the king, and he looks down upon you from his throne up on high.
Okay.
Travis is kneeling.
Yeah,
Waiting
I
to be
just do
introduced.
martial bow.
All right.
I will do the most elaborate bow that I possibly can.
That is very elaborate. As you're a skeleton, there's many ways you can bend.
Yeah.
There's a crab dance.
You can disassemble yourself like a Lego character
Oh.
and then reassemble.
Oh, he uses feign death thing,
Mm.
and then pop back up.
Shoot himself to kneel. Cadell, what did you say?
Yeah.
Vale?
I said I will also bow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, like everyone else, I will also.
I'll bow and will be like this.
As, they introduce you as the Koom Eternals, returning to the city with a matter of great import, my lord. They would is what you heard yourself being introduced with, and then the king looks upon you and says, "Well, greetings. I see some familiar faces among you. It has been quite a while. Now, I believe you had a request of me once more. Last time we spoke, it was about the mummy lord of the desert. You finally seemed to inform me after about 3 weeks of its initial appearance."
And we took care of the problem, Your Grace.
Oh yes, and many men on my side were lost in distracting the mummy lord's forces.
They are war heroes that will never be forgotten, Your Grace.
Oh yes, they will. They will not be forgotten. No. I will never forget them. And I will have you know that I know how the Mummy Lord was released. My scryers have investigated it thoroughly. Now, I see that you specifically were not the one to plant the seed. That was the one known as Osiris. We've had communications with New Maram, their current holding, at the Mummy Lord's previous tomb. However, we do not necessarily have punishments in mind for you or him. However, you should know that your relation to our kingdom is on shaky ground. We've had the relation to the city you saved, Macressus, and your current government was quite good. The correspondence between myself and the one named Sicily has been decent. And now you
We
come
only
here,
hope to.
and now you come here, asking me about what? Our Starforge, our greatest feat of engineering. You want to what? Have a tour?
The core of it. We wish to investigate it as we believe it is a part of a greater construct.
Oh yes. That is in fact true from what my advisors tell me. Through history, Azragar, he gained this star as after a great demonic invasion scoured the planet or the plane. And he built this holding to construct it, to hold it and then harness its power. That is indeed true. However, yes, you wanted to investigate it for just to see if the rumors were true.
No, there is a demon lord seeking to revive a what would it be? It'd be
World Ender Ball.
yeah.
Orcus. I think Claffus will speak up from that.
Orcus.
We believe they aim to revive Orcus.
Well, see, that one is slightly wrong. I'm not sure if Lewis has his notes wrong. Dazir does not want to revive Orcus. He has allied himself with an aspect of Orcus somehow, and is trying to revive Baal.
Okay.
Another.
Baal, right?
Yeah.
Not Orcus, right?
Yeah, Ball.
And no, it is not the same Baal from the Forgotten Realms. It is not. It's just a guy with a similar name. Don't worry about it. 'Tis not the Lord of Murder. Anyway, he says Orcus, and he sort of waves over one of his advisors, and one of his advisors come up to him. This very thin and tall looking dwarf in like very scholarly robes, and he sort of whispers to him for a bit. Kaidel and Osadura, you can hear what he's saying. He basically sums up that Orcus is believed to be the god of death that various cults around the world worship for necromantic power. And he goes, yes.
Also, I mean, I did mention Ball as well.
Oh yeah, just Ball.
Yeah.
And did you hear like the scholar yet again say that Ball is said to be the creature that this construct slayed in years past. And he goes, So this Ball, this demon lord plans to resurrect Ball. How exactly?
That we don't know yet, but we are currently seeking the pieces of this construct. For if he is to return, well, we would hope to rebuild it.
Highness, we are in an arms race, as Dazir, working with various allies like Orcus and others to bring Baal and finish the material plane. We, on the other hand, have been combating his agents all over the continent, one agent at a time. But through this, we uncovered this plot that he's planning on resurrecting Baal. You don't have time, Your Highness. Or is Your Highness your Grace? We need we need to forge the great construct in case the Zir managed to revive Baal. we need to be able to at least fend them off. This is not a matter of countries or holds, it's a matter of existence.
He says,
Bro, what
your
the fuck?
not your grace. He's a dwarf. He's not very graceful.
Your beardiness.
Your hairiness.
Yeah.
He will say, on our last meeting, your stoutness could be, yeah. Your alcoholicness. He will say, upon our last meeting, there was a brief discussion about the attack of a shadow dragon of some sort on your travel to our city. It had slain some of your members, some members of your crew. If it was related to this Dazir, then you said it was a shadow demon. I'm a little rusty on my demon lore, but Theseus approach, and you hear another one of his scholars approach, and he says, "My lord, a shadow demon is believed to be what happens when an extraplanar entity of an evil alignment does not reform properly. So it is effectively the echoes. It is the closest thing to a ghost among fiends. An echo, if you will. I see. Thank you, Theseus. So this it is said that Orcus was slain during a battle with 2 other gods. Though it being a being of necromancy, I wouldn't say it would make sense that it has a backup plan. So it may have returned. I have a theory. If a shadow demon is something, is an echo of pieces of it is like a pot of leftovers, giving a food analogy, then would it make sense that this Orcus, or whatever pieces are left, have been gathered by the shadow demon to use for his own ends? Just throwing it out there. Does that sound?
That is a sound theory. I believe that is what Darcy had done with pieces or shards of Orcus to empower himself, to gather means of reviving Baal, and we seek to use the Starforge to do something similar, to rebuild the construct, perhaps.
Right. Okay. The
Or
Star
use its
Forge is
power.
where the core is. The Dawn Forge is the. Sorry, I know it's fucking confusing. It's a similar name. Well, should I find another name for some of these? Should I find another name to make it less confusing?
Yes.
No. Okay. I might. All right. But anyway, so the Dawn Forge is where Bursalar told you basically, if we can gather the pieces there, we could recreate the construct. It's the idea, because that is where it was said to have been created in the first place. But yes.
Right. Dawnforge is where you reforge it.
Yeah, and then the Starforge is basically where they're keeping the core right. The dwarves are keeping the core right now to harness its power.
Yeah.
So sorry. Continue.
That's fine. Or as in just explain that we're aiming to potentially attempting to rebuild it, and we may need the core from the Starforge in order to do so.
So you would leave us without our greatest supply of power for our industry.
For-
Perhaps
for a
not
time.
until we have gathered all the other parts.
And how long would that take?
I don't know.
We need to find them first.
Hey, Grace, there's no time schedule on this, but we are moving with haste, Your Grace. As like I said, it's an arm race against desire to see who revived the ancient warrior first. Their own ancient warrior.
For my whole life, I have ruled over this mountain with the Star Forge as an asset. It would put a great dent to have it gone for too long.
Then it would be the last piece that we would collect.
Right. I would assume that you have a way of magical communication at this point. You seem to be experienced adventurers.
Yes, yes, Your Grace. I could cast sending.
All right then. Well, as soon as you have gathered the rest of the pieces, give me a sending. I will prepare the core for potential decoupling, if that is even a possibility. We'll have to look into it. It will take us a while to fix, as we've relied on it for so long. But I would appreciate you gathering the rest of the pieces first.
Yes, your stoutness.
So he gets a weird expression from him, and at that.
Oh, that's the funniest thing I've thought up.
Please, your girth,
Exactly.
your
Your
thickness.
girthness.
Oh, great diameter. All right. So I hereby decree that upon completion of this job of gathering the rest of the pieces, the core shall be decoupled and then transported, either by airship or teleportation means. However, that would be risky, to this Dawn Forge, wherever it is. I would need from you a way of transporting it safely. I could, of course, do it by digging a tunnel and transporting it to it if it's underground, or we could have it transported by an airship fleet. Transporting it through teleportation is an incredibly dangerous prospect, especially with such a valuable object.
Fear not, Your Grace. We will use airships, and if not, we would use land vehicles. But we'll make sure to accompany it personally to ensure its safety.
How large is this thing?
It is the star itself, as we've called it, the core itself, is about 20 feet in diameter. Though we have built this shell around it to harness its power, these plates open up to let out some of its power to channel it. Think Dyson sphere, basically,
Yeah.
around the thing. And the sphere itself then is 40 feet in diameter. Quite the large orb.
Is there any way to magically shrink it maybe a few feet across, or is that out of the question? Because we
I suppose we
have.
could, if we want to, if we don't want any of the power to get out, we could have the orb, the shell around it, shrink in. However, the core itself, it's I wouldn't dare interfere with its size.
Mm. Oh well, that idea is what then.
And when this constructed warrior is completed, I assume you would return it to us? Once it is once the warrior has done its business.
Assuming it survives, I imagine it will be deconstructed again and put into keep.
He sort of rubs his beard for a second. All right. Well, it would have to be. Can't be greedy when it comes to the fate of the world, I suppose. Very well. We shall arrange for it to be transported to the forge, wherever it is. Though you would have to give me a location for that.
We will let you know, your grace, when we're done, and give you the location and time. Thank you for your understanding and mercy.
And thank you. However, I would prefer that you wear more proper attire next time that we meet.
Clef is keeping his head down, avoiding eye contact with Osaduro.
Osaduro and Nin and Glop are also wearing t-shirts, but you know, they're not wearing the stupid hat.
Also
and the
not
beard.
looking at Nin.
Yeah.
No, I'm wearing the hat and the beard. What are you talking about?
I think Nin's like a bit confused at that comment.
But what is this? This is the most clothes I've worn in a long time. What is this?
I bought this from your city. Like that's
true.
Fueling the economy.
Yeah.
That's so true. You think that one store owner pays taxes?
probably not. Actually, I don't know that.
We don't know that. Very well. Lastly, Osaduro. You, as you're standing here in front of the king and you're about to wrap up your thing, you suddenly hear, well, not hear is the wrong thing. You feel something. You feel the voice of someone that you have become uncomfortably close with in the last month. Good old Mr. Veritan.
Uh-oh.
In your
what
head.
the fuck?
Having a little powwow, are we?
Kiss my ass.
Let's cause a little incident. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh
I
fuck.
have no. I actually have advantage on these.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I thought that crown stopped it entirely.
What is the crown?
No, I'll have to check. I'll check.
The mind shielding thing, right? The crown.
Yeah, mind shielding.
Oh yeah, because you've gone to yeah, true. You'd have to tell me.
Now I do say "kiss my ass" out loud.
Oh yeah, kiss my ass. Pulls out gun, shoots the king.
Yeah,
Goodbye. Fuck you.
It's So in his
So
head.
after he says that, I guess we all
No,
just
no.
kind of turn to him and tilt our heads, going
What is it?
"WTF?"
What is the? We need to see the state of the wisdom save or whatever it is.
First, yeah.
What? Does he not have the thing that shields his mind, or is it?
I would
not
need to
a-
see. I would need to see what the object and what the item does.
It's 17, but yeah, let me check the. Let me check the.
I
Well,
believe it gives you.
if you have an item, shouldn't it protect you? If it
I know
works?
that's what, but we none of us remember
Yeah.
what the item does.
That's what I mean. Why are you rolling?
So that's
Well,
yeah.
I don't
We're
know. if it
rolling
just
just
gives
in
me
case.
advantage
We're
or if it
rolling just in
or
case.
Yeah.
protects me
Check
completely.
the items
Hang on.
first.
It doesn't say. That's why I'm looking
Oh!
it up.
Okay. You know what? But it is a. It's basically like a.
Okay, while you
Half
wear,
my
you have
shield.
advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and saving throws, and you have resistance to psychic damage. So I have
Okay.
Yeah,
advantage
17.
on-
You managed to succeed. As you
Go
suddenly
fuck
feel the urge to draw your gun and shoot the king.
Oh,
Fuck.
I would have.
Your hand twitches for a moment as like, oh.
And as he fails, I'm gonna say out loud again, because I don't have a filter. I'm gonna say, go fuck yourself, Veritan. Nice try, asshole.
Okay.
Can I cast protection?
Oh yeah, well,
Does that?
first as you say, go fuck yourself. The
Yes.
king and his advisor look at you very strangely, and the guards are like, what the hell? And then Nina starts casting a spell. At one point,
He's being mind controlled.
Nah, I'm fine. He tried, but he failed miserably, like the
Like,
asshole that he is.
I
you
cast.
cast- the advisors look at you, and like one of the arcane looking advisors says, "Protection from evil and good spell, all good." He's like studying what Nina's
Okay.
casting. So yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, Grace. Sorry. We'll get out your hair. Sorry. Come on. I will like if I'll try to push Oz out of the fucking hall, and if he doesn't, I will pick him up if he doesn't want to. I don't
go.
mind. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like fuck
I'm
this.
good.
Fuck this. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
In casting a spell on you. Yeah, and you're imbued with power, and the king says, whatever that was, you'd better get it sorted out.
I've
Just
already
while
taken care of it. I've already taken care of it, my lord.
Kaidel's pulling Osaduro out, I'll turn back to the king and ask, does anyone know how to cast the origin of a spell that's been cast? Or to trace it back to where it's been cast from?
You want us to track the origin of a spell effect?
If it's possible.
That's not a spell that we are aware of immediately. You would have to have some sort of item specifically created for such a purpose.
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
it was worth a shot.
You
We'll have to take care of the Lich the hard way then.
I think we will have our artificers on such a project. We will have to go through, and he basically points to one of his advisors, and one of them like immediately rushes off to go and check something. You wish to find the origin of what spell exactly? I'm not aware what exactly happened here. Osaduro seemed to spout nonsense and then leave.
Well,
Some necromancer tried mind controlling me, but it's okay.
You hear that from the hall, like outside the door, as you've been led out to the vestibule out with Kaidel.
so I'd tell the king, the Lich who created Osaduro is out and about again, and it looks like he tried to take back what he thought was his. Luckily, looks like he failed, but if we could track, we took care of him once, but his soul was stored somewhere else, so now we need to track him down again.
So
See
you're
if we can't
telling me
remedy
that
the problem
Osaduro
permanently.
almost assassinated me? Not by his own will, of course.
He was
Who-
compromised.
We
Yes.
didn't realize that this Varatan could attempt to possess him from such a distance, unless he is maybe close by.
That's
The last
true.
2 times he was possessed, we were well within visual range of.
Could you give me a description of
Veritan.
this Veritan right now?
I
a
give him a
description.
description of Veritan.
Yeah. Tall, dark elf, very pale skin, long black hair.
He's
you know,
hot,
hot.
sexy
Oh.
piece of ass.
Well, while you're describing him, I pull out a flask of the ashes of his last body, and I go, I'll split the ashes with you 50-50 if that'll help you track him down.
Theseus, take this. Search the city. And you hear like, yes, sir. And you hear it go off, and you hear actually like out like in another hall, like you hear guards mobilizing. Immediately the whole like you hear then what appears to be like a few bells ring out throughout somewhere as like there's city is on high alert right now. as they're searching the whole city for Veritan right now. You hear it going all around as you're still inside the throne room. I should take care of that. For now, at least. If he is in the city, we will find him. But yeah,
And if he's not, well, that opens a whole new level of holy crap, that's really scary.
Long distance mind control. I've not heard of this other than. Well, usually they would have to have some sort of charm or medallion or something on you that would imbue you with this effect. But since you are made by him, it could be in your very bones.
That is what we suspect.
I'll
Horrifying.
turn to Karn. Is Karn? I'm
Oh yeah, he's
Karn
here.
was
Yeah,
in here with
Karn
us.
is here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Karn is here.
I turned to Karn and I go, anyway, you can check for any of that?
For what? Where the spell came from?
No. If it's like got magical engravings on the inside his bones or something.
I mean, yeah. Have you seen the palm of his hand? It's got like a giant rune on it.
Oh, he
That
does.
is true.
He's been having that this whole time.
Yeah.
Cut his hand off.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he's
So,
been
okay.
he's had magical. He has magical markings in a few different places. Yeah.
That is concerning.
It wouldn't show up on an identify spell. It's more like it only glows whenever the lich fucks with him. That's what the card says.
Okay. Did anyone note it? Well, he's closed now, so I guess it'd be kind of hard. Well, turn back to the king. We'll leave you. Just keep us informed on whether you find him or not, and I'd like that flask of ashes back at some point. You can keep half of it if you want. We have our own scrying capabilities, and those ashes would come in handy.
Very well. Also, I
think
hereby
we should
decree
keep
that
it.
Osadoro, for safety precautions, is not allowed within a city official. Within 120 feet of a city official.
I can, in
Probably
future,
gonna
I
have to
can
be further
protect
than
him
that, but I understand.
from possession beforehand, and if there's any future meetings.
I have an idea. While you are within the city, I decree that an acolyte of the Temple of Dwindlebaum shall accompany you, blessing you with this same spell.
That's,
We appreciate.
I know what acolyte he's gonna pick too.
Please.
No way! That's so fucking funny.
Yes.
Let's go.
He is not. Baron is not an acolyte. He is very much. He's a whole ass priest.
Please get him. Please get him. Come on.
He's so fucking
I tell the
funny.
king we appreciate every piece of assistance you're willing to offer.
As the king says this, I will say, we're actually on pretty good terms with a priest of Oculum. If we can get him, that'd be fantastic.
Oh God.
I
Get
think
him.
you're
Get
just
him.
shaking your head at Osduro.
I
Get
thought he was
him,
out
come
the
on.
hall.
Your friends seem to indicate a different story, Osadoro. Are you lying to me?
I mean, I like the dude.
He looks towards the rest of you.
Yeah. And with that, I grab Osadero and start dragging him and go, if you don't shut your mouth, I'm going to shut it
He's
for
already
you.
dragged. He's already
Yeah.
been dragged away.
Oh, he's talking to the king again.
He
so
came
he's
back in.
somehow.
Oh, he came back
Huh?
in and
Hi.
dragged him away again.
Yeah.
Oh no! Blunt damage, my one weakness. Is he?
Keep the door open. Keep him in the vestibule. And you hear like a few guards get in front of the
Yeah.
door as you can't get in or see into the thing. Like get a line of sight on the king, but you can hear.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let's leave because I want to use this one on the shelf and then on the ship. I've been craving to use this one for such a long time.
All right then. Well, my esteemed guests, is there anything else I could do for you?
That'll be okay, King. You have been
Uh,
far too kind.
Indeed. He looks towards like Kydell.
I want to say something. Your Highness, there is a man. What is the name of the ring mage, by the way?
I gave him a name in days past. However, I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just say there's a guy named ring mage, whatever his name is.
His name is now I forgot.
I figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure.
I forgot.
There is a man named Iferger. He is one of my associates. He will start a business here, and I was hoping, with your blessing, he'll be able to purchase a place where he could start his whatever operation that he will start. And I was hoping that with your assistance, the whole bureaucracy part will be smoothed over and fast tracked. If you are
If this is a traveling businessman
Okay
or
with it.
citizen of the kingdom, then I don't see what that has to do with me.
so they don't have to like. I was hoping like to smooth things over if there's like a whole thing like biocracy part with your assistance and word of encouragement that they will like
I
smooth
forgot.
things over and make it slow.
I
Yeah.
forgot. Of Clan Beardstud?
Yes, of Clan Bierstead.
He went bankrupt a few months ago.
Yeah, he was
I see.
bankrupt.
So he wants to restart his trade.
Yes, sir.
I suppose that is something we could figure out. However,
Yeah.
him purchasing land within the city is a citizen matter. It is not something you would need my permission for unless you want to purchase a place that is government grounds. And me giving, I suppose I could give an investment.
Yes, thank you, Your Highness.
However,
You
we will keep a close eye on the developments of this business. We expect
absolutely. It
for
will
the
be
money
legit.
to eventually return to the treasury.
Obviously, Your Highness. Obviously. Thank you, Your Highness.
We will be in touch.
Absolutely. Yes. Oh my god.
We can fix
Dude.
him. We can fix him.
We could help Ifiger. Yeah, finally.
I forgot.
Ifiger.
Very well. So, as that wraps up the rest of your audience with the king, you are all led out as he bids you farewell, and each of you then exit out into the other side of the queue, and you can walk your way out of the castle, of the keep.
Yeah.
I'll turn to Clathris and go, Clathris, we need to scry for Veritan ASAP. Does Clathris have his mirror with him, or is that back?
Oh,
A mirror.
Okay.
A mirror.
Okay.
Find a place in scry.
Yeah, that is a problem we have to address very soon. I was hoping we could address that way earlier, but now that we know it's a real problem.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know how long it took for him to, rejuvenate or come back to life, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was like 24 hours or something.
We don't really
yeah,
know.
We
have no info.
okay. Well,
Okay.
still
So-
scrying
so-
so we
so-
can see him.
So who is this? So who's this asshole that's trying to take control of us?
The guy who created him.
The monster's creator,
Mhm.
Frankenstein
undead daddy.
himself.
Resurrected
So-
Asaduro and a bunch of his pals.
Oh, okay. So he's the one responsible. Yeah, let's fucking go kick his ass. I mean, I don't mind.
We,
Well-
we,
well,
we already did,
Clathers-
but he kind of comes
Yeah, we
back.
killed him once, and now he's back.
Oh,
I even used this on him. I hold up the soul. What do we? Is it a soul reaver? Soul reaver?
you guys spoke of him a little bit last time. Osaduro, they talked to Sicily about like, hey, he's some type of weird lich who doesn't have a phylactery. What's going on? And apparently, yeah, that's true. He's a type of lich, like basically a warlock lich. Imagine that. Like, as long as he keeps up his pact, he will return. And it's only if he displeases his patron that he will not. So either you have to embarrass him in front of his patron, break his pact, or just piss off his patron enough to the point where like this guy's not worth it anymore. But yeah, so is the deal. He apparently has some limited ability to control Osaduro. He at least did within a certain range last time, or when he was within a certain range, but that seems to be either not the case or he's very close by.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to scry for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Clathers?
Yeah, well, guess we'll reconvene first, right?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Depends on.
Yep.
I
I don't think we're in a hurry to scry.
You hear basically I feel like bells and like sirens blaring throughout the city as there are guards mobilizing everywhere. You hear like the stomping of heavy dwarven boots all over the place. As people are returning to their homes mostly. It seems, or people. There are a few people like people are not being searched as such, but like there are people who are like getting looked at by the guards or like asked if they know anything, blah blah blah, if they have seen a man of this description. As the search is continuing throughout the city.
How long does the scrying take?
It takes like
or whatever that spell
like
is?
a casting of
Just
an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, quick.
It would be a wisdom save on Veritan, correct?
Yeah.
The thing is, you just gave away his ashes, so you don't have the the part of him
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, you have been. You are. Could you
Can
put
we back to
scrying?
Duro?
Could you put?
Oh, I mean, just use also Duro. Surely he's.
Yeah. Could you
So
pop
direct.
scrying in the chat real quick?
Yeah.
Wanna read something?
My the window was a bit bugger. I couldn't
Ah.
resize it.
Buggy.
Scrying.
Spit boogie.
What is that? There we go. Oh, I don't have it prepared for the day. I'll have to wait.
Oh, crap.
Ah.
Yeah.
Poo.
Because it was after the vampire fight. I'll have combat.
Oh
so
right,
that was-
right, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
maybe
there's that. So,
maybe at the Church of Ocula, maybe they have someone who can scry.
Perhaps that would be
Oh
a
yes.
good idea.
let's head in that
It's
direction
like
then.
you know exactly of someone who can scry, guaranteed. But he's kind of pissed at Osaduro.
Well, Osaduro will owe him one.
Just blame the necromancer for every one of Osaduro's bad actions in the past.
Oh, the
True.
next.
Every time
You've
he
just
made-
realized every bad thing he's done has been the Necromancer's fault.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
all Veritan.
Oh,
The kidnapping,
It all makes
reason
sense.
Mummiroid, it was all
Ultimate
Veritan all along.
responsibility deflection shield.
Exactly.
it's never his fault.
So why are we not scrying? What happened? I'm sorry, I got
He doesn't
screwed.
have the spell
Clathers
prepared for
doesn't
today.
have it prepared.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do have it if we need it, but I don't.
Oh,
You do?
I didn't
That's-
realize you could scry.
Yeah.
Is it prepared?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
just-
a bard.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I
I don't know what
think
art spell list is, so.
in terms of success, Clavus
You
has
have
seen
heard of the
him, right?
target,
The-
Asaduro. That's fine. You haven't met him
Yeah.
first target. First.
Whereas, yeah,
First
Kaida
hand.
hasn't met him yet.
He has a plus
Yeah.
5.
Oh.
No, that's second. It's second one plus 5. You met the target. He has plus 0. Okay, cool. And then either you have a likeness or picture. Do you guys have a likeness or picture, possession or garment, or body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the like?
Oh, we got that.
I spend a key point, use alter self, change into Veritan.
Oh.
Does it count as
Ooh.
having met him?
No,
I think
it's
that
not
would be
met
a
the target. It's like you have a likeness or picture. That's what it is then.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right.
So, Asaduro, Kaidel, I'm not sure if you've seen this before, but basically, Silver's robe that he wears, like the weird tenderly robe that he got a while ago, underneath his clothes, basically like wraps around his entire body like fucking venom for a moment, and then like changes his form to basically he then switches, and then it basically warps his form to look like a tall, dark and handsome elf.
Oh.
Yeah, he looks like a
I
bastard
guess
right
just
now.
Since when
could
you do that?
with my lantern, could I look around see if we're being watched?
Oh yeah. How far
yeah.
is the range of the lantern again? It's like 20/20 or 40/40.
I think it's 40-40.
Yeah.
30-30.
Yeah. You now have his likeness. However, some of the guards look at you. They're like, "There he is!"
But surely they don't know what he looks like either.
Well, it's a concentration spell, so I immediately cancel it.
Hey,
and go,
you!
It's just me.
He changed his form. Get him!
Get him and change it
Alter
through.
self, relax.
After a brief explanation, you go, "Okay, we were watching you, cat."
Yeah, fine. Stick with us then if it makes you that paranoid.
Okay,
We're about
two
to cast a
guards
scry spell.
two
Stick
guards will
around
be
and see if it
following
works.
you for a while now. We will be
Yeah,
escorting
that's
you.
fine. All right. So then I look towards Kaidel. All right, use the mirror. See if we can track this SOB down.
Yeah. Okay. I need to roll a wisdom saving
Actually-
throw. Okay.
I wanted to ask, having his dust or like, does that count as
Ashes.
like having part of or his
Yeah,
ashes?
I don't have it on me
Does
right
that mean
now.
like-
Hand
But
it
we
over.
gave the ashes
Oh,
to the
okay.
king.
Yeah. I figure they
fun.
have more
Yeah.
magical stuff they can use it with. I asked for it
Did
back.
we have
so-
any of his like magical items or anything that he had?
Do the
Yeah, it's
inscriptions
called
on Osadur's
Osoduro.
hand count?
Yeah, also Duro is technically his item.
Well, because did we get something from like when we killed him the first time?
That's like
Yeah.
saying,
I
"Oh
don't
yeah,
think so.
I kidnapped
Only
your
from-
kid, therefore I can now scry on you." It's a little bit odd like that. Like, hey, this is the thing you
It's
made.
only the. I mean, it's a magic. Surely it will work, but as in all the items we got were from the skeleton gang, not him directly. I don't think.
True.
The ash was the only thing we got.
It's not a
Yeah,
possession
because
of
I think
his.
like
I
everything
couldn't
of his
remember if,
dissolved
like-
into ash.
He had
if,
like
like,
a
some, like,
dagger or
weapon-
some sort of magical weapon on him. I'm not sure if you guys did anything with that. I think he had a dagger or
I
so,
don't
but I
remember
don't
a
think it was
magical
just a
dagger.
fucking dagger. Like I don't think you took any of his things.
Yeah. Well, we got the picture. So
Okay, the picture it is.
So I need to roll a wisdom saving throw. Plus 5.
DC 18.
Yeah.
24.
He succeeds. Yeah,
Yeah.
he succeeds. He succeeds. There's nothing you can do about it.
heard of the
You
target.
see, I look at it. It's like, yeah, he's resisting rather hard. I'm having a hard time.
Your vision gets blurry and
Okay,
yeah, you
well.
see nothing.
It was worth a shot.
That was one spell slot.
Yeah. I'll do it again.
Oh, okay.
As in, they become aware if it fail. It does, right? They do. Like, as in, they know
I have
someone is
no
trying.
idea.
I mean, he's probably aware that we're looking for him anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
He
Yeah.
just rolled a wisdom save. He knows something is up, probably.
Yeah, probably knows something's
But
up anyway.
let him roll
Oh.
again.
Plus 5. That's 20.
20. Fucking.
No, wait. Plus
I know.
5. And
Fail.
it says, hold on. Connection. Save modifier. Likeness of picture. -2. So
The
that would
knowledge
be,
is
that would be
per
18.
target
What is
plus
your
5.
DC?
18.
19. Legendary resistance.
No, 18.
Oh, 18? Okay.
I said 18.
Okay, he succeeds
Yeah.
then. Actually, by the way, there are other people scrying for him right now. I will actually have him roll other saves as well to see if he can take down some of those legendary resistance.
Everybody wants his ass.
It's fucking
Oh,
Osama
yeah,
bin
dude, give
Laden
me a
right
long
now.
rest. And I think first hand from Clavus will
Bombard him.
help,
Six in
right?
there.
Oof.
Well, he failed one of them.
Oh,
It's got legendary
Probably
resistance.
succeed. Anyway, yeah, a bunch
Yeah.
of probably rolls. He's probably trying to do a bunch of shit. Well, you spent 2 5th level slots on it. I'm not sure if you have any more. I do.
Yeah, I did. No, that's gone. But I have 6th and 7th. But I'm not gonna. I'll just let it go for now, and say he's a fucking stubborn bastard. I mean, just so hard to scry on him. No.
All right. Turn to Asaduro. So, where are all these carvings or whatever he put on you? Where are they located? Besides the one on your hand.
I think there's just the one on my hand. Unless you guys can find something somewhere else.
No.
That's
Does that mean we have to strip search you? Oh God.
just have to pick his bones. It's okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to make an investigation check on Asaduro here, you can go ahead.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
Arn do it?
Karn could, I guess. Yeah, I mean, he is, God. Fuck, I remember the time that fucking, was it Remus who tried to do like a medicine check on Karn to see if he was like, if anything was up with him, and it's like, yeah, this guy is like a fake, he's like a mannequin. He's a fake person. He's not a real.
Arn rolled an 18.
Karn rolled an 18. With an 18, Asaduro, how much do you want to, do you let them search?
I mean, they can search anywhere they want. I don't give a shit.
What that pelvis do? With an 18, Karn like first goes through like, okay, see your feet, like shin, whatever, like nothing special. Pelvis, not much. There's nothing here. Your spine, your hand. He sees like, okay, he sees something on your hand. Okay, there's definitely something in there, like some few black marks that then spell out like your name in giant. And he then traces a few lines that go up around your shoulders. Like a very, very small line, and then he sees it go up your spinal cord and somewhere connected to your skull. And then he then asks you to take off your hat, and he then looks with a little glowing spell. He looks actually into your head case, into your brain case, and through the hole in your skull now. And he looks in there. He brings out his little visor, his little his glasses. Yes, definitely something in there. I mean, unless you got any weird black marks from whatever happened to your brain, but yeah, it's
So
it's
I'll
definitely
ask Karn.
there's something on the inside of this thing.
Could it be identified?
I guess, but there's no magic here right now to identify. Or it would have to be when it's happening, I suppose.
Can he do an Arcana check or something on it to see if he can?
He probably could do it.
Okay, let me reopen his character sheet.
Cast Wanda voices on Osaduro's runes. Oh yeah.
22.
And he sees arcane markings in there. It's like someone who went in there with like someone basically, since your skull has the ability to regenerate like slowly, it looked like someone made that ability first somehow on your body, and then someone either would have to get in there with a little fine like, scribing tool to make something in there, like a little carving knife or whatever. Or someone would have to break open your skull and then have it regenerate later, somehow. Because then
he could have also also put like arcane insects in there to etch whatever he needs in there.
Oh,
Slow,
yes.
tiny little
There's
creatures.
little termites. Yep.
Yeah.
um,
It's disgusting. But
it
yeah,
is. You said it, not me. Um,
Is that enough for Karn to understand what the magic does?
oh yeah. He looks in
Read the
there
runes or
and
whatever?
he says, well, from my computations, it looks like this thing has a range of a few miles, actually. So you might be in the city. Though it could potentially be boosted if you had some sort of item that could boost it.
Alright.
Is there a way to remove it?
It looks like it's very intertwined with
off.
whatever animates him, so I wouldn't dare myself. I mean, we could. I mean, Asadoro, if you had your whole soul and all that, we could probably just, and it does like a neck break thing. We could probably, and then resurrect you. Or if we had your whole soul, we would put you in a crystal like mine. We'd make you into a metal man like myself.
My magic can
Amari's
block
still
it.
man.
Is there any item or something that could also block it?
An item that could block it. I guess you need some sort of holy artifact or something like that. Maybe the clergy knows something. Like they have like a medallion or something. Probably. I mean, you could probably. I mean, you can make magic items that cast spells all the time. Like you see this, and he brings out the. Tone has a little wand actually that he's been using to cast fire bolts with. It's like this thing has cantrips in it to make it. It would just need a little bit more to cast that spell you cast. Again and again.
So, could a ring of mind shielding protect his mind from his master?
A ring of mind shielding.
Yes.
This is possession, effectively, in terms of mechanics.
While they're talking, I'll relay all that information to the guards.
So, Ring of Mind Shielding actually does not do that. Karn will actually say, well, a Ring of Mind Shielding, that specific enchantment does is so that you're immune to magic that allows people to read your thoughts. So yeah, you can't mind read you. Things can't. You can block people from telepathically communicating with you, and you can't be scryed upon. Oh no! Actually, no. Never mind. That's not what it says. It says you can use anything to cause the ring to become invisible. So basically, you can hide the ring, and if you die with the ring, you are in the ring now instead of going to the afterlife. So that's neat.
So it could be like a pseudophylactery,
In a way, you basically, instead of going to the afterlife, you can stick around until someone can resurrect you. And you can talk to people, so that's nice. You can help out your friends with moral support, I suppose.
How if we stuck one of those
I'm an
on
expert at that.
Baratan's fingers and then killed him? Would
Oh
that
my
work?
god.
You would need to attune to the ring, so that's like half an hour.
Oh.
But if that happened, if he attuned to the ring though, it work?
Well, it's could it be the soul that gets trapped in the ring? Because he doesn't have a soul.
Oh yeah. I imagine if my scythe can't
Well,
destroy
the
his
whole
soul,
departing
then
to
the
the
ring
afterlife or
wouldn't-
remaining in the ring is a consensual thing.
Ah.
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, great idea. If we had like if only he was like a celestial or fiend or whatever, because then we could just hit him with that netherlight bullshit, and then he would get fucked up by it, and then we could just kill him.
Do we
Yeah, I'd
know
turn
who
towards
his
the
patron
guards and
is?
tell them about the range that Karn suspects that spell can be cast from. Probably best to spread that around to the rest of the guards.
Yeah, it says a couple of miles. However, it can potentially be boosted if he has some sort of magical item. It's not out of the question.
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead, Chris.
I said all this talk about killing me is making me a little bit nervous.
Well, we could get your. We should go get your soul then, because then we could stop that from happening. And
Yeah.
sorry about the whole idea of breaking open your skull or whatever. Like, I'm sorry, I did not mean to. It's very morbid, but hypotheticals.
Well, I mean, it has been broken open before. I just got better.
So we basically, until we can deal with it properly, we need some way for us to be protected from from possession.
Yeah. Otherwise,
My spell only lasts for around 10 minutes, so it's not long enough.
I mean, I suppose we could try to resurrect you, but with only half a soul. I don't know if that will work very well. There might be some. I don't know. I wouldn't dare do that. I once had my soul crystal damaged, and oof, it was rough.
I can't imagine.
So we decided to kill Saduro?
Yes.
I
Actually,
Well, we have an acolyte repeatedly casting protection for evil and good on him.
yeah.
For now, so
Yeah. It's,
so-
it's,
so-
is it
so
a
af-
minute?
So after
it's
a
10
bit,
minutes.
it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. You now have actually you recognize this dwarf. It's the one that gave you directions in the when you get into the main prayer chamber. Yeah, this young what the fuck was that noise?
Not Carmen?
Oh, Common, he was the head priest.
That was the head priest. That was
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Didn't give you a name for the.
Yeah, the other one, yeah.
Yeah. So the other one, the acolyte, her name is Riona. She's a fairly young dwarf. Only about 60 years old. And she basically walks behind Osaduro and is like, "Oh, hello, all of you. Good to see you again. So you got some problems with your skeleton, I see. I'm here to cast a spell
Always.
again and again.
He's trying to be. Someone's trying to possess him.
Oh,
And I'd like to avoid that.
possessing a skeleton, it seems counterintuitive.
Well, it's the necromancer that created him originally.
Oh, like a control thing. Oh no, you poor soul. Hold still for a moment. Actually, gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good. And just gonna use all her spell slots for this all day, and then use not Arcane Recovery, but the Channel Divinity feature to basically harness divine power to do it again. She could do this a bunch of times
So
a
it's
day
10
with a few.
minutes.
Yes,
How-
10.
how
About
long
10
can
minutes.
we stay?
It's about 10 minutes, and she casts it about every half hour or so. She casts it, so there'll be there's small gaps where it is, where it isn't there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we have
Ah.
the.
It's
Yeah,
better than nothing.
I'll turn back to Karn and ask, so how much effort would it be to create, you were talking about earlier, just an amulet or something he can carry around with him to cast that spell on himself?
It would depend on the rarity of the item. Let me just look a few things up here. What? Go ahead.
But to keep the effect on permanently would be ideal.
Yeah, do we know if it's a...
Maybe even limiting it to just
What level are we
stopping the
right now?
possession, not the other effects of the spell.
Yeah.
What level are
Is
we
that a,
right now? 11, 12?
is that a charm effect?
What level
It's
are we now?
possession.
Yeah.
We're level 14, Chris.
Yeah.
Level 10 or 12,000 Isgard. How's the end of Isgard? Welcome.
It's like I'll look to the rest and say, guys, it'll be fine. I have the Mind Guard crowd. Plus, at level 15, I gain proficiency in Wisdom saving throws, so it'll be all good.
Level 15.
Well, we're not there yet, so we need something until you can get there. And also,
Why do you speak like you're
having
not talking
proficiency
about?
isn't guaranteed success.
What are you talking about, Nia? What's
I don't
going
know.
on?
Strange knowledge that I don't know the origin of.
They're both are getting possessed. We need to kill them both.
And you know us, the fourth wall is optional.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should perhaps put Farratham back on slightly high on the priority list. Now that we know he's reformed.
Absolutely.
And while we're here, you said there's a place you wish to look for, Nin.
It is further down in the,
So
past
you-
the archive.
You want so Ozadora, you want an item that passively has the possession bit of protection from evil and good.
Well, I am not.
That's what the rest of the
everybody else
party
wants
want
item.
for
I'm okay
him.
with the Mind Guard crown.
Manga Crown gives
I was
you
actually
advantage, but yeah.
I was actually thinking. I was thinking of a solution that already exists, which is just a spell tattoos.
Oh, spell wrought tattoos.
Or-
Those could
Yes.
work.
Well, I'm just gonna.
How do you tattoo a skeleton?
Like Everton did
Well,
with
it's like
carving it into
right
the
in the
bones
palm.
or whatever.
Yeah,
His
engraving
bones
it.
regenerate.
See, that's the
Or
thing.
magic.
They
Yeah.
don't regenerate.
You don't regenerate
What?
ink or
It's a
whatever.
one-time use. Basically,
that's true.
I don't know how. What level?
When they
spell
said
is-
regenerate, Chris, they were referring to you.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
what level spell is protection from evil good?
One.
Is it
It's
first?
first level, but the
Sure.
thing is, if it's simply like a magic item that allows you to cast it, we'll have the same problem of it being like
Yeah.
temporary.
Running out.
We need like just the possession bit permanently. Is the
Yeah.
idea?
I'm
should
okay with
prevent
the.
possession.
I'm
You're okay with it. The rest of us aren't.
Yeah, you're not the one that gets shot in the back of the head if you fail to fight off the possession.
That's it.
I already bought
Like,
the Mind Guard crown. We're good.
Mark of
All right, great.
initiation.
I'm glad that you've stated your opinion. Everyone else disagrees.
It's fine. We just if he shoots Clever's in the back of his head one more time, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
That's it!
I've had enough of bullet in the back of my head. Let's and Kaidel, you want to
Just heard a weird noise.
I'm gonna
Ask
go
the
back to
library in
the
question.
temple.
I,
Yeah, we're heading back to that
I want to
temple,
ask,
right?
and then I'll ask my engine. Yeah, and after the library, I want to ask my engine.
I
question.
would
Yes,
like-
please.
I would like to find a smith who could make those attachments for floofles out of that netherlight material.
Okay, so like armor
Yes.
bits?
Basically, so that the claw attacks have the netherlight effect.
Oh, right! Okay. Those would be custom commissioned as who the fuck makes weapon attachments for Aurum Voraxes.
Yeah.
Wow, you know
They probably
we
don't
are,
like them here since they eat like metal.
Yeah. So what
And
is your
also-
what is the current damage of your Aurum Vorax claw attacks?
Currently, the claw is 2d6 plus 5.
2d6. Oh boy. Oof. That'd be like making a great sword out of it. I need to think of that. What did you say, Lewis? You want to say something?
No, sorry, just doing some upkeep. I can do that after.
Okay. Yeah, to commission a dwarven smith to work the netherlight here, it'd be a bit because this is rare ass material. Though actually, if you found like if you found a forged domain cleric, they could just yoink it and do it because they can just reshape metals.
Yeah.
But they will take a fee for that. let's say a it's basically the effectively it's a great sword's worth of weapon damage. So I will look at my thing here. Great sword. Okay. Netherlight great sword. It would be 120 gold for them to shave it into the things.
Okay, so that would be 12 platinum.
Fabricate.
Khan has fabricate. That is true. You can just fucking do it.
Can you make it
Would
cheaper?
that work with Netherlight?
Oh yes.
Raw material.
Well, any okay. Raw material. Yeah, I mean they're raw chunks. You could.
Do we want to just do it that way instead?
Is there any difference?
man.
Would a smith's work be better than a factory sword?
No, I don't know how it could be better than a spell that could literally just rewrite the shape of objects. It's very, very, very powerful.
You can't use it to create items that ordinary unless you have proficiency in the tools. Does he have Smith's tools proficiency?
Let me
He can
everything?
he's an artificer.
Yes,
so
he
can just
is.
get
Yes, he has. He has
Yeah.
alchemist, thieves' tools, tinkers. Fuck! Stop changing the thing I was reading.
Oh, sorry.
There's thieves' tool, tinker's tools, alchemist kit, jeweler's tools, and smith's tools. So sorry.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so we could just have the car to fabricate.
Oh yeah. He goes, well, you want netherlight, all right? And he casts a spell. Loses his 4th level slot.
Does he have like a slot in the back of his head? We put a chunk of netherlight in and then squeeze down on a handle and it comes out of his mouth. The Play-Doh.
Like a Pez dispenser. Fucking, I hate that. I really fucking hate that. No. That does not happen. Oh god, why would you put that idea in my head? No. But yeah, after a bit of the casting for 10 minutes, you see this cool ritual of him basically taking the bits. It will take him to make these. It will take him. How many chunks did you guys have again?
I don't think we were given a specific number.
I think you were. I said like 4 chunks or some bullshit.
Well, 4 chunks then.
He's on the recording. We will not do
so
our
that's
homework. We do not do
that's
homework.
what
out here. That's you?
want to keep track of. So who's got? Have we got a bag of holding, or are we just using Khan's
Using his
mirror
shoot
at the
trick.
moment?
Yeah, we're using his mirror.
And
So-
who actually, player-wise, has a written record of that?
Good
So
question.
I think I do, only because when Newton
Hi.
said 4, there's been this empty spot in my inventory that's 4, but it never had. Apparently, the item name got erased at some point.
Oh. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, because
How- how much is 1 chunk of netherlight worth?
You
Oh,
never
no, wait, no, that
asked.
wouldn't work.
and how many?
It
Oh,
might
no.
actually be worth making it into like a bit of jewelry, because
God.
then I could duplicate it.
Oh, my god!
it is not non-magical.
Oh, wow.
It is magical. Netherlight is an
Okay.
inherently
Oh,
magical.
Yeah,
Ah.
that makes sense. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will, you said you have. the record
Otherwise,
stuff.
holy shit!
I think I do.
This is
Or
insanely
I just
rare
haven't
for a
done it.
reason.
show
You know,
up.
as you were
We
told
show
last session, it's basically what happens when a celestial falls. It is created only when a celestial falls or a demon is redeemed. Like it's very. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the moment they
Yeah.
switch alignment, some netherlight is created somewhere. It's like
We
incredibly
showed to
fucking
fight
rare.
this year, everyone decked out in netherlight. Like,
What up, bitch?
But I don't know if I have an actual record of the netherite. I've been trying to figure out the last few weeks. I have an empty spot in my inventory that has the number 4 next to it, and then
4?
Newton said 4 chunks of netherite. I was like, maybe that was it.
Yeah, the
So we
fortune
use
netherlight,
one
and
chunk
then
for the great
he
sword
uses his
then?
gauntlet and his great sword. And
Yeah.
sword.
So, well, I mean, he's on him, so it's fine. So we had 4 chunk. Now we only have 3. Yeah.
That would make it is more for those 2 claws. I'd say it's 2 chunks of netherlight.
2 chunks.
to make
2
that,
chunks
yeah.
left. That's
2
fine.
chunks.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I've got 2 chunks left. All right.
Well, I'm keeping a separate record in the actual party
Garn
fund page
creates-
because
Yes, takes them
Think
and
of-
they
losing stuff.
Similar to how you saw Bersalar disassemble that one puppet, to basically extrude view it. He basically takes the two chunks in front of him, and over the course of 10 minutes, he basically, the chunks levitate up, and they disassemble, all the impurities removed, and then each of the little bits, swirl around, heat up, and melt together into, a liquid for a moment, and then as it lays out in front, you see these claw extensions fit for Floofels. At one point, he calls over. He needs Floofels there as a reference for a bit. It's just sculpt them on directly. That could totally be a thing, but yeah. These claw attachments, they could either be on Floofels, or they could be detachable if you want.
I think they would be detachable, so they're
All right.
and then I would have Floofels out for an hour to bond to them, so that they stay when Floofels is dismissed or
All right.
everything.
Yeah.
Fluffles keep eating the claw.
Yeah. Floofels keeps biting nails again.
No.
No.
No, Fluffle, that's not for eating.
Not this metal.
Okay. Well, listen. Floofels been eating metal this entire time, and is still eating metal. It's his main diet.
Gold is the main metal.
Oh yeah, can eat through any metal.
Can eat through other metals, but yeah.
Sure.
It also follows my commands. So
True.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Don't eat
Bad.
it. Yeah, well, we're doing a little bit of upkeep. Have we identified the stuff from Madeira's lair, the loot we got?
Not all of it. Not all of it.
Yeah, so we had the 2 strange potions, bags of blood, 4 bottles of scarlet red liquid.
Yes,
Those
two strange potions are in these weird crystalline bottles, and they look like they have a slight glow to them. Karn can identify them, I suppose.
Yep.
You guys identify?
Take a look.
So these 2 potions, I will call them potions of Phoenix Rebirth.
Oh.
Okay, he has to excuse himself for a moment. Basically, these are made from. These potions are made from various body parts, distilled body parts from a certain celestial snake. You guys have met? Yeah, and they basically, this is magic adenosine. If you upon drinking this potion, you will die, and then resurrect with all status conditions you had before gone. Basically, you drink it, and you roll d4. After d4 rounds, you will resurrect, and all the potential status conditions you had before, you basically be purified.
Oh god. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you get all your hit points back or anything, or just...
Correct. You are full back to full. You're completely fine.
Oh god.
Or you will be dead for
shit,
1d4 rounds. And if you let's say you're a character who doesn't have their soul completely intact, this could be bad.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah, magic adenosine.
Would you be younger or same age?
You would be you. The same age you were when you died.
Yeah.
So the properties, is it just I'm looking at the sword. Is it just the damage type and the shape changing suppressing ones that it has?
It deals 1d6. It basically, the sword itself dealt a bunch of necrotic damage, right? This deals 1d6 necrotic to celestials and 1d6 radiant to fiends.
Okay. The sword has a thing that it has extra damage.
Additional, because it's a big.
The netherlight material is just the 1d6.
It has an enchantment to basically amplify some of the effects and so on. Basically, when you hit it, it fucks with the spell casting and innate abilities of a fiend or celestial.
Yeah. So would
huge.
like preventing shape changing and teleportation also apply?
Correct.
Or okay.
Correct. It would.
And is it
Oh,
what would the DC?
It's basically it's also what the Sisidlal's chains were made of. It's also made of netherlight.
Mhm.
So he couldn't escape. He was basically he had kryptonite on him, bound by kryptonite there. So what did you say? Sorry.
Would what would the DC be?
DC. It's just a basic thing. The DC for the Acheron blade is pretty damn high. What is... what is it for the Acheron blade?
17.
17. It'd be 15 for the claws then.
Okay.
I also have some glowing feather in a jar from taken from
Yeah,
Madera's
that is
place.
that is just that feather itself is one of Sisidlal's feathers. It's a celestial feather. It's an unworked
Yes.
like magical ingredient potentially. It doesn't from what you could tell. I mean it has some special properties. Like you could potentially make a basically another one of these like magic potions like to resurrect you again.
Yeah.
They can you use it for that.
Yeah. I'll put it in the bag of holding. Yeah. Or the
You have a bag of
party
holding?
fun. Well, it's in the mirror shield. The
Right, yeah.
Field of holding.
lack of better word.
Mirror of
Easier
holding.
to.
The dimensional portal
Mirror.
bullshit.
Yeah, that's roll the tongue as well.
Oh. The bullshit.
Right. So I've put in the party fun note. What we looted from Madera's lair, the gold we currently have.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep track of that going forward. Or what
So-
else?
Yeah. And is the necrotic / radiant only to fiends and celestials?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. The Acheron blade itself does do like innate necrotic damage. However, if it hits a celestial or fiend, it does that additional.
It does
It does
more.
whatever else. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only
Okay,
if you
cool.
hit a celestial or fiend.
Got it.
Now,
Yeah.
now how many netherite bullet can we make for Glob?
Yes, let's go.
I mean,
Or-
it's
or
kind of
give
like
us a draw
it's
netherite
kind of like
gun.
silvering. We could do that. Honestly, we could make netherite bullets.
I don't think we should make bullets.
No, yeah, let's not. Well, we can retrieve it afterwards.
What gives
No,
with
just
armor
make some
hat?
knuckle
You can take a
dusters.
bullet out of something. It's possible.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, we could, but like I
It'd
think
be
it's probably
hard.
Just like how
better
silvering,
uses.
you could, for like one chunk of silver or whatever, you could silver so many bits of ammunition. You could do the same thing for netherlight, I think.
Yeah. What would the properties of armor be? Netherlight armor.
Good question.
I don't
Yeah,
think we have
good
enough to make any armor unless it's like studded.
No,
chunks.
you need
I
several
mean-
chunks of it.
Need more. Yeah.
More chunks of it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to salvage
just-
some from your current items.
Yeah.
Nah.
Or we just find a celestial and farm them for netherlight. We tempt them to 4 and then we redeem them
Yeah.
back to back. Infinite netherlight machine.
Yeah. Just gaslight them into thinking that they're good or bad guys.
All right.
Yeah.
So-
Take them to the astral plane, go
I mean,
somewhere in the Great Wheel, and then just punch them left or right, basically up and down the moral spectrum. There you go.
Yeah. Just keep what's the memory spell? The big one.
The
Modify memory.
mind.
Modify memory.
Or modify
Oh.
memory.
Yeah,
yeah, just
people mind is very
Gaslighting
old.
them that
Mind
you're now
blank.
evil, you're now
Yeah.
good, you're now evil, you're now good.
Yeah. Anyway, with that, I think we can take our 10-minute break. If you guys don't mind.
Right.
All right.
All right then. Very nice. Very nice.
Cool.
Ooh, the light. Ooh.
no one else like really uses weapons that much, like melee weapons.
Melee whip. It's only really Helios. I guess
Helios.
Kydell
And he already
does.
has-
Kydell does, but he hasn't done it yet. You know, he is a big
Yeah,
axe,
and
and he already has an axe that does fuck tons of damage. He's got a big axe.
yeah.
I mean, Silver has Fist of Fury.
I mean, I guess we could do a similar thing like with what we did for Floofles for Silver with like
Some knuckles,
some-
some claws.
Give him brass knuckles.
Gauntlets.
yeah, something that like is applies the effect to his unarmed strikes.
Yeah, but
Once
that's
his love, once his hate.
yeah. Thematic wise, would be
Yeah.
great, but mechanically wise, Astral Arm is
Oh yeah, the
they
astral
don't,
arms.
it's
yeah.
unarmed and doesn't use weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We have to use unarmed,
Yeah.
which means
Maybe we just sell it. Like at this point,
Oh
So
no,
now-
do some
that's boring. though.
do some weird, do some Wolverine
Make some,
shit.
like-
We melt it down and just turn into tattoo ink. Nether like tattoo. Oh, that's
Sure.
metal as hell. You get metal poisoning and die.
yeah.
That's cool.
Do like Osadoro and
Yeah.
coat your skeleton. It's good, like Wolverine, coat your skeleton in netherlight.
Make some like wondrous item or something out of it.
Yeah. Well, let's hold on to it. I think we'll probably have
Yeah.
options eventually. Or, or do like the adamantine bullet. Just one bullet for Glob. Only use it.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Glock gets one bullet, Osador gets the rest. But this one bullet's gonna do great things.
Yeah. God, I love it. Right. So I'm
mean,
gonna put the
bullets
dark,
might
dark
actually-
meta bomb in.
Yeah, bullets might actually not be a bad idea because it can like hold them down, and like they can't get away.
Yeah. And also,
But-
surely we've got two chunks. We can make quite a few bullets.
Could yeah.
Oh yeah.
It might be worth making like bullets because like then we can just save them for, fighting Darzier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
I
just
love to reload
putting on
during
my
a battle.
You can quickly remind me the fire cloak I got from the flaming skeleton boy. It was attunement, right?
Correct.
It was because it gives fire resist. Where did I put
Yes, gives fire
it? Fire
resistance.
resist.
Or
It has the bonus action aura thing.
It basically ticks you up one. If you have vulnerability, it evens it out. If you have fire resistance, if you have
Yeah.
normal, it gives fire resistance. If you have fire resistance, it gives immunity.
Where did I put fire cloak?
Fire cock.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Yeah, fire cloak. I got it. Yeah, it's the bonus action 2d6 fire aura for 1 minute.
Mhm.
Yep. That-
Wreath
Right,
yourself
you
in
have 3 attunement
flame.
now.
I'm sure fire damage would be really good against fiends. You know.
True. I'm sure necrotic damage good against undead.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, poison great against both, huh?
Alright. Now we have the super dark meta bomb in the mirror shield.
Okay.
Or gold.
Oh, I can't wait to use that.
Use what? The claws?
The dark matter bomb.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yes, you can.
Oh god.
Yes, I can. I don't want to. I want to use it. It is cool.
I mean, you can. You can just use it right now. Go ahead.
I could. I don't have it in my inventory, and my character is, I think, one of the only characters who doesn't know the command word.
For very
Yeah, we made sure.
I literally can't use it. Like,
But now that it feels worse that Azaduro does.
Oh yeah.
I know Neen's grown a lot more reasonable in recent
If
times.
Veritan figures
Compared
out
to
that
Osaduro.
Osaduro knows the password, you are fucked. You are
Osaduro is-
fucked.
Oh man, I just imagine, Faratan controls him, doesn't pull the gun, he just shouts a random word.
Yeah, skip it on that. The campaign ends.
Yeah. Oh,
Everyone within
he
60
shouts
feet
it, and
gone.
then he goes off in where all our stuff is stored, because that's where it is right now.
Oh, back in
Yeah.
Macrassus.
I thought, what, you didn't have it on you? What?
The bomb goes off.
There's just like a
I'm
dome.
still so.
There's just like a sphere-shaped hole in Macrassus now, where the shop
Yeah.
used to be, where
Yeah.
Karn's base used to be.
million. All our loot gone. Hundreds dead. Oh, remove from existence.
Yeah, not just dead, gone, just
Is the
deleted.
existence removing thing kind of? Does it like do like a whole memories correction
It's
as well?
annihilation.
No. It's not like they leave like deleted from all
Okay,
space,
yeah, it's in-
space time.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
can't
Don't
revive.
retcon them out of
can't
fucking existence.
on.
That'll be funny if it does that.
God, that'd be a
Just retcon
wild
people.
thing to give to a party. Like they have a one-time use. Like,
We have
they can
one
retcon
bullet, one
character.
bullet or piece of ammunition. If
Yeah.
you use it, it deletes a person it hits from
Oh
the
hell
timeline.
yeah! That'd be amazing to give. A
People
player
think
something
the
like
bullet
that
is
at the start
useless
of the
because every
game.
time they fire it, they forget who the fuck they shot.
no.
No, it's a one-time thing for the players, just to get. They can just at any point.
It's like
retcon
DM, that
one
character does not
character out
exist
of-
anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Shoot them, and roll to hit.
Who?
And if they miss,
Yeah, they have to
shoot-
actually hit. So
and if they miss, it will shoot someone else behind them.
We shoot the main bad guy with it, and it's like happy ever after. And they
they'll shoot
lived
the main bad guy,
until
but
they
someone
died.
else becomes the main bad guy.
That's so true. That's
You
the
get,
monkey's
you get
ball of it
Halo
all.
2.0.
Yeah. I get the downside is I get to pull a villain out of my ass.
Yeah. I mean, that is the
It was Glop all along.
God. God, I can't imagine Nin and the gang being like an evil gang. It's a mafia gang.
that'd be.
Glop the gun guy.
We did have a
Flufos
discussion,
the
Rose and I, about
sporter
like
guy.
another campaign idea I had where like imagine Faye basically being like Pinkertons.
Yeah.
Basically they have the what is it fucking the ale whatever what was it called like
Yeah, the Heather Ale.
the heather ale from the PEX. They want to go and gather the heather ale, and there's like a like prohibition era like mafia gangs here for the the ale must flow.
They're all just tiny little pixies.
Yeah. Fucking Pixie looks like Walter White. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
hope
that's
Bale's
why they
okay.
call it pixie dust.
He'd have to excuse himself out of nowhere, no explanation.
Right. So, I mean, should we keep the schizo one for next
We could
session
say that
for
you
him
go
to
and
come
do it,
back?
and then I'll tell him what it said. you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Because it is a good idea.
It's a really
Yeah.
good idea. He wants
I
to go
see.
and
Yeah, I
check out the
kinda
shelf,
wanted
and he
to
wants
be-
to go back to the ship to check out the engine. They're like, "Where did you come
well,
from, you weird alien artifact?"
We'll do the bookshelf.
Yeah, well, you can
We'll
do the
go-
engine one, and then like just like tell
Once we
him
come
the
back.
results of that.
Yeah.
Like, in,
Just
like,
Because the
guys,
bookshelf
imagine
is
how
kinda-
many weird items you guys have that like are ancient or
Oh.
whatever the fuck. Like the Acheron blade. Where did that one come from? You know, you can use the Wonder Voice on that one too. Just remember any fucking item. The King's crown. You know, how long did that? When were you made? You know, where do you come from?
Oh, I've got the perfect
I have
object
the
for it.
shirts.
Oh!
Yes, the gift shop shirts.
Could use it on the Testadile robe. That'd be interesting.
The
Oh,
the
yeah.
bomb.
Already sort of
The
talked to
the
you in a
bomb
way.
you guys have. You can.
Oh yeah, the bomb.
Oh my
Oh,
god, yes. Wait, hang on. How does it determine segments of object? Is it the shell if we have a book? Can we do a specific page?
No, the
Specific
book
to
is
the
a
whole
book.
book?
The book is a book.
Yeah.
The bomb
What-
itself is a
what
bomb, which
determines
basically
an
be the
object?
assembly of the bomb in its current state. Would be the idea then.
Okay, so it would see it as the whole of the object. Okay,
Yes.
right.
You would have to disassemble the thing and basically say, "Oh, this one part, target that one part."
Yep.
While it is
Yeah.
united, it is
Okay.
part of the object. Like for example, Imagine you point at like one of Osadoro's guns. It's like the barrel of the gun only. You know, not the rest of the goddamn thing, or the cylinder of the revolver. But yeah, so you guys go ahead and get your thing. You got Riona in your in tow, casting protection from evil good every once in a while. As you go back to the temple,
wasn't it Dell who wanted to go to the temple and now he's gone?
you know, he wanted to go to the temple because he
It's
has
something that,
he
like-
pulls out, he has this
Backfooting.
wand. He goes like, "Hey guys, this wand that Karn gave me, and Karn said this too. That wand can if you point it at an object, the object can speak to you, and you can talk to the object, and it will tell you things. So if we figured out, if you get that bookshelf where the tome was taken from, it could probably figure out, you know, who took the book. That's the idea.
Let's do that.
That sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah.
Go
So with
over
that,
the
I need
books.
to actually take our 10-minute. I need to take a little break quick. 'Cause I need to figure out who the fuck that is then, because I didn't think of that till the next
Yeah.
one. Because you guys were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the
Hello,
basin
book.
thing and get a shortcut on this storyline."
Right. Okay. Hear me out. Books are made of tree matter. Commune with nature.
They're dead trees.
But they're not alive.
Yeah, they're
No,
dead
they're
trees.
dead. I cast tree heal.
Hey, if
It's
you
still
cast
dead.
resurrection on a book,
Like,
what happens?
there's also the other like objects that had like writing on. Could also ask those some questions as well.
Yeah.
True. How many charges does one?
All of them right now. You haven't used it in a while. It should say in the magic
Oh, I said how
items
many
section.
total?
It
Oh,
should say that the magic items. Because there's one of voices. Here it is. See
yeah.
this?
Four
Four
yep,
charges, D4, 1d4 dawn. For a charge, you can point at an object and grant it a semblance of intelligence. It gains a mind and the ability to speak to the wielder of the wand within for 2 hours. It has a memory of most things that have involved it, including its creation.
Ooh.
So yeah, 2 hours worth of talking to an object.
Yeah.
So can you cast it on multiple things within those 2 hours? Or is it just
doesn't
one?
say
No.
no. It doesn't say no.
Inactive for 2 hours, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah. So yes, if you have two objects, you can have a debate between the two objects. That is indeed a thing you can do.
No, isn't it? It turns the object into a 2 hour thing, not having 2 hours to cast it. Right?
No, it gives you a bit.
That's what I mean,
Imbues the object with that power for 2 hours. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can do it for multiple
You
things at a
activate a
time.
thing for 2 hours.
No, the
But you have
wand
to use
doesn't have a thing for
charge
2 hours.
one.
You give you. It's an instantaneous effect, giving the thing a thing for 2
Yeah,
hours.
for a charge. Yeah.
For a charge. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, it's in use one charge per object.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't disagree.
No. Will was saying casting it infinite time within the 2 hours. I don't think that was how it works.
No. It's not like
Maybe I
saying
misunderstood.
one mode activate for 2 hours and then
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on. No,
Yeah.
it's you have a charge.
No.
You have so many charges, and then put objects. Use a charge to imbue an object with the ability to speak to you for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, each of you take a bit of time to return to the Temple of Oculum.
Archive.
The archive, yeah. From the Gemstone Keep to there, it's about an hour's walk. However, you can cut that in the third, so it's 20 minutes if you take the tram.
Yeah, we'll take the tram.
Okay, cool. It would be a gold piece.
All right,
Take
cool.
the tram.
Okay.
Done. Each?
Yeah, each.
Oh, that sounds expensive. Let's walk.
Cool, an hour.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't mind
we're not in a
walking.
rush right now, so
No.
Yeah.
Riona is just casting spell.
Yeah. Halfway through, it's like, excuse me, Asaduro. Here it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
we'd be casting it regardless of whether we're walking or not. So
Exactly. She
Well,
was
as in,
just
the more
following
time we
back
spend, the
there.
longer she has to stick around.
So short little
Yeah.
legs are trying to keep up with this. But yeah. So eventually you arrive back at the Temple of Oculum, this magical great temple. It's the inside the place, and you are given access to the archives. Now, down in the archives, you don't find your mysterious librarian friend again. However, who holds the wand?
Since Kydell isn't here, how about Clathers?
Yeah.
Yeah, no?
Sure.
It is to the wielder only.
Yeah.
Right. I thought it just makes it speak to everyone.
No, why would it do that?
not?
It's you're the one hearing voices.
Shit. All right. I'll. So on the shelves, or would it not be better on the page that they left behind?
Didn't leave a page behind.
Well,
They-
we
they-
could ask
Did
the
they leave
shelves.
something
They-
behind?
There is a bunch of other things on the shelf related to it, but it didn't leave a
Right.
page behind. It basically there's a
Oh,
big
well.
there's a big like square of dust on the thing, like it has been taken out. You can see there's rims of like, there was something here. That's where the tome was.
Okay. Well,
Well,
object. Can I point object? Can I point at the whole archive?
It's not an object. It has a big
Dang.
room with many objects in it.
Yeah. The shelves. Shelves would do.
Okay, the bookcase. I guess is the big thing.
Yeah, the bookcase that the book was missing from. Yeah.
Yeah, as you point the wand towards it and activate it, you then hear a hushed, like a very big voice you hear, but it's very whispery. You hear a, hello,
What's the shelf made of?
mahogany.
Oh, I'm gonna gently stroke it and cast Tree Heal. At ease, brother.
That is very nice.
You serve a greater purpose now.
This is a
You're the holder of knowledge.
This is a library.
Very well. We inquire
Stroking
about
fucking
objects.
stroking bookshelf ASMR.
We inquire about an object that were previously placed here.
Yes.
Book about.
I am dedicated to the scholarly pursuits of one Velveran Yin.
That is. Huh? Come on, come again.
Velveran Yin.
Okay. All right.
Supposed
Alright.
to Velveran Yang.
And would you happen to remember what happened to this missing book? Who had acquired it previously?
Many things are taken from this place. The tome you seek. It was taken from here. 47 days ago, 2 hours and 30 minutes.
All right, calm down, buddy. He's good. And could you recall the figure that took the book? Its shape, its color.
It would depend on how willing you are to suspend your disbelief. Entirely.
I think I've seen plenty. Please do enlighten me.
Would you believe me if I said the book manifested legs and walked out here on its own?
Interesting.
Look, I quickly look at me and say, I would. I've seen stranger things.
Weird ass shit around here. The book would seem to manifest a will of its own to a degree. Karn almost sneezes. He used to do that. It would appear that magic runes came up from the text, and then started levitating the text out of here.
All right, yeah, I'll relay all that. The shelves have recorded it was taken about 47 days ago, and that the book had manifested a will of its own and grown legs. It walked
In a
itself.
sense, it
away?
manifested. It basically said it manifested a form that carried it out of here.
I look at Karn and I goes, that almost sounds like what you've done before, animate object, but not quite.
That's what I used to do myself. I was a puppet for a while that didn't do anything for like a few hundred years. And so it was just through me like being left alone for a long time that I finally managed to do something. Things started to actually stir around me, and that's where my magic comes from, I guess. Just manifesting things in the room around me. And so I managed to project this like fake person, this illusion. And that's it used to carry me around when I was a little guy, at the size of Tone.
Well,
So
so book walked away on its own.
well,
Thank you,
does
friend.
scrying work on objects?
No,
Why, if it's
it's
creature,
locations
only-
and creatures.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, object's only 1,000 feet, so it won't even.
Well, if it's an animated
I don't-
object, it's actually a construct, which is a creature. Actually,
Oh, well, and then scribe would work, wouldn't it?
suppose.
Creature, yeah. Oh, fuck it, let's scribe next time then. See if it works.
Man.
See if it's
Man,
still a
we're-
creature.
We're gonna have to start making a list of everything, every body we need to scry.
Well,
Everybody.
they say it manifested a will of its own. You know, what is a will? You know, does a will make a soul? Does a soul make a creature? We'll find out after a long rest when I have scribed.
Actually, you guys know of one thing that seemed to manifest a will. You remember the dummy before Veritan's lair?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was another example.
Yeah.
They just so happened to both be fucking Undertale references, Karn and the dummy. So but yeah, the dummy seemed to have basically manifested a will of its own, like an animated object that somehow gained a sentience.
I asked the shelf again. Would you happen to know where the book went? Where did it want to go?
It did not speak. Why would you speak to a bookshelf?
Well, to
Only
find a
crazy
missing book.
people speak to bookshelves.
Or are those
Well,
guards
this
still
one.
with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
the one
look at
does say
them.
They are just staring on there like, yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on these guys.
Oh.
We're not gonna question any fucking other thing they're doing.
I'll look over to
one-
them. I go, he's not talking to himself. That thing, that wand allows him to speak with objects. Don't
Oh,
worry.
you're speaking
But
to
only
a
he can hear
bookshelf.
them.
We can
It's not
clearly
crazy.
see that.
the one also say wielder. Doesn't I
No.
can just pass it around, and everyone can talk to it during the 2 hours. Surely,
Yes.
yeah. I'll pass the one to Neen.
Pass the
Yeah,
mic.
Would you like to ask the shelf any questions?
Pass the mic.
Pass the booth.
Wait, didn't we do that before? I feel like
Yeah.
we've
I
done
think
that
you
before.
talked to something before. I forget what it is.
I mean,
Either way.
what else would the bookshelf know?
Not a whole lot, evidently. It was a strange occurrence.
Well, what of the other objects?
Should we
What
use
of them?
more? I don't
Is
think if the
anything
shelf
else?
doesn't know.
I'm holding the one now. I
Oh
guess.
yeah, I'll give the wand to
Yeah.
Neen. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, like was anything else taken, or left on its own?
As in, what do you mean? What do you-
From the bookshelf.
Oh, anything left on its own? Oh, and anything like
Did
floated out
anything
here?
Else? Yeah.
It took with it a few scraps of paper. I believe they were related to questions on undeath and immortality. Pondering the Eternal, I believe the text was called.
Relay the information. Just assume like I'm sharing everything,
Yeah.
unless I say otherwise.
Yeah, like it's a little shocking because it is like the entire bookshelf is projecting a voice towards you that is like somehow still whispering despite being so big and loud to you. It's like having someone whisper in your ear, but you've turned up the audio way too high. It's kind of what it feels like. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any other questions?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head that would help with our current issues.
All right. Should we
What is your favorite color?
try?
Oh, I like oranges.
Orange. I do not know of this object.
I was about to say it's not an object, but it is an object. It's a color.
Hang
and
on.
an
All right.
object.
Real quick. Sorry. The shelf, right? So it's considered as one object as a whole.
Yes, the
However-
the shelf. Like I'm saying, it's like the bookcase, not just the shelf, as in the board that's carrying the thing.
Okay, yeah. So the whole bookcase.
itself. Yeah,
And the bookcase of, it's fairly large
very large.
bookcase, right?
Yes.
So it's likely to be made out of timber from multiple trees. Would it be a Frankenstein monster voice?
You want to ask it?
It's multiple. No, I'm not going to.
I mean, that applies to so many goddamn objects. I'm not sure if you're prepared for this.
Yeah. Oh, damn. It's all
Every
just a
time you
cacophony
put
of
anything
voices.
That's not raw material. It just turns into an eldritch abomination. And
Just
Ah!
screaming.
You're all just screaming.
Kill me!
Kill me!
Kill me! Why?
If we have no more question, then perhaps we should seek that location that figure mentioned. Would you know how we?
My favorite color is lavender.
Is he still talking? Is the shelf
It's still
talking
talking to Nin. It's still talking to Nin.
Well, lavender. Well, that's also a flower. Like orange is a fruit.
Yes, an apprentice once went by here with a robe of that color.
Ooh.
Quite nice.
Oh. Perhaps ask them about the hooded figure.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. The hooded figure who was talking with me earlier. Do you know who that is?
He spoke to you. I've seen him a few times. I believe he works at the library.
We asked Riona if she knows anyone that works down here.
Anyone working down here? Well, we have a few acolytes to come down here to sort books every once in a while. Let me do a funny. Hold on.
The knowledgeable sort that is hooded.
Oh, of course.
That's the janitor.
Yeah, no, it is. No, she doesn't. Oh, that's old Bartel. He's of. Well, I can't say it. I don't know if she kind of looks around like he might be around, so I can't say it too loudly. But he's a bit of an old kook. He he slinks around down here when you're reading or just having a good time. He's gonna be all of a sudden he's in the corner of your eye, staring at you, listening to whatever. If you're reading to yourself, I don't know if it's like a sexual thing for him or not. He hangs out around here all the time. I don't see him doing any work otherwise.
I see. Thank you.
It's a bit
We-
weird.
Well,
Is
perhaps
there
we
a way to
should not.
go further down
Further down,
past this archive?
I suppose. Yes, there's tunnels beneath this, like further beneath, I suppose. But in here,
In here.
we're already far underground, sweetie. I believe we have a few. Yes, we have a tunnel going deeper into a further basement area, but it's like we usually make this archive wider, not deeper. Down there we have a few work in progress rooms that we don't quite know what to use them for yet.
Perhaps that's a good way to start. I mean, we should investigate that area.
What? Why? Says
Oh,
Rihanna.
there's some kind of basin further down
Base.
that will some being called the One Who Knows
Who told you that?
that old dwarf in the hood. But I
In the
think
hood.
it's-
I'm gonna have in the hood. I'm gonna have to report this one. I'm sorry. This sounds like
I think it's true because I recognize that basin.
what?
I don't know why, but I recognize it.
You got that from Baltic. Don't believe everything he says. Man's cookie.
No, I will. Maybe not everything is it, but that thing he said, I think that is true.
I think you should be very, very, very careful what you do around here. If you're going further down in the city, you might stumble upon things you don't like. There could be anything down there.
Well, I don't really have the time to just go elsewhere.
All right, 2 gears, right?
Around that.
Oh, you poor sod.
And we know the risk.
It's fine. But,
Oh,
you know,
excuse
there's no
me,
reason
Cat.
to run away.
Cast protection for evil and good on Osadoro.
I guess can I prepare to ritual cast detect magic? I guess if we could head to that area, or rather, let's ask for permission first. Riona, could you
Aye?
perhaps acquire? We need to acquire permission to approach those areas. You said there's some tunnels.
Aye, there's a stair. There's another stairway tunnel leading further down, up in the corner, up that side, pointing further out into like the darkness where like there's barely any lighting out there.
And will we be allowed to go there?
I won't without something to unlock the key. There's a lock on the door. I'd have to. I have to go and ask for the key, though. I don't know if I'm even allowed down there. To
Well,
follow
we'll be
you.
happy to.
Well, it's for the sake of answers, so surely they would agree.
Make a persuasion check.
Perhaps we can.
But
Oh, I was gonna say
We've
we
already
talked to the
got-
big honcho already, but yeah, we can ask her.
We've
first.
already got 3 escorts. What's one more?
19.
They could serve us.
19.
Which dragged him into some deep shit.
I have been given a task by the king to keep an eye on you, so I suppose. And finding out is part of our virtues.
We could speak with the head priest Carmen if you wish. We understand it is not your
Oh, he
duty.
he does not like. He doesn't like Baltet at all.
Well, we will not mention
We
it.
don't have to mention him.
Yes.
I mean, up to you. And who am I to stop you?
Well, to get the key, we would need a
You could go
permission.
up- Oh, I suppose you could go up and ask him.
Yeah. No, that's how we do things reasonably. Or we can also do it to shoot the lock off.
Or pick it.
That's his
That is
thieves'
always an
tools.
option. Yes.
Let's
That's
try.
what we need. More drama with Asaduro in this city. That can only end well.
Let's try and do things the proper
Exactly how many
channel first.
grudges are you trying to get his name written down in?
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll head back up and look for head priest Carmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try the normal way of doing things first.
Normal.
Well, asking for permission and the key
Yeah.
instead of just
You-
busting in ourselves.
As you start walking away from the bookshelf, starts saying like, "Have a good time. Shh, be quiet. Walk more slowly, please. It's a quiet. You need to be quiet down here."
Okay.
We just see his yin just shushing us. That's all we see. For
Yeah.
Wait. Sorry, Neen, can I have the wand for a moment?
Oh, yeah, here.
Okay, what is your name? Bookshelf.
I have no name. I'm a bookshelf. I
If you were
suppose.
to have a name,
I suppose
what would you?
VB35.
Excellent, a powerful name.
That's the classification on the side of it for like this the alphabetical order of the records here.
Right, yeah, right. Damn, alright. I was hoping for another Dark Lord Kalmar.
Okay. Well. WD40.
That's
That's
fine.
his name.
Enjoy your moment of sentience.
You're too far away. It's hard to hear you.
Okay, alright, well. Put the wand away.
What?
I'll talk to the group. Never liked mahogany. Far too dark a wood.
Ah!
Damn. Fucking wood racism over here.
I don't mean it like that, but dark as in personality.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate black trees.
Yeah, fuck him. Birch all the way. Ew.
Fucking hell. Yeah, we would like to
15%
find.
of dark woods commit 90% of
Fucking hell. Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Let's find
Moving
that
the fuck
piece.
on.
What was the color of that tree that almost killed me?
Brown.
Most trees are brown. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. Trees. Yeah.
But hey, one of my best friends is a tree, Yggdrasil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Some of my best friends are trees. Oh God. Fuck's sake. We find the head priest, please.
Yeah, you go up, find Carmen. He's in the main prayer chamber. He was like wrapping up like a small sermon. He was conducting before it's like they are going to like the evening proceedings. So they're just getting a little late at this point in the day. Though it's hard to tell down here, being underground and all. There's no real sun to indicate. However, he's having a small sermon. He says, you're back. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes and no.
Our guidance need beforehand
Uh,
in anticipation.
I believe that answer that I will be able to find the answers I'm looking for further down into the tunnels below the archives. Could we get the key and permission to go down there?
Where exactly do you plan to go in the tunnels? What is... There's something you are not telling me.
I don't know exactly where it is, but I learned of some kind of basin, and it was familiar to me.
It closes eyes and sighs. You're looking for the one who knows.
Yes. But I feel like I've been there before.
You?
I mean, I don't remember being there, but when I learned of this basin, it was like I already knew about it.
You said you had visions last you were here. I suppose. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Okay, plus 22.
You should know that the one who knows is not a peaceful being by any means. It is what some would call a necessary evil to some. People come to it for bargains, and some come to it for shortcuts in their pursuit of knowledge. That would be considered high heresy to our faith. However, you are not an adherent, so you do what you must. But know that it is, we will not condone any bargain struck.
I don't know if what I seek will require a bargain to be made.
Well, you will have to find that out for yourself. The one who knows, it is a being unlike you or me or even you. It is from some world far beyond ours. Out there, points up towards the skylight. You know, you could see like the stars. Somewhere far out there. Even perhaps beyond the great wheel. Beyond the astral. If you come to blows with it, and you best be prepared. If it wants something in return, it would have to be something either highly magical or highly rare. You've heard of devils doing deals, I assume?
Yes.
This is no such thing. A devil will try to manipulate the truth. This one will give you everything you want. However, there may be a test, or you'd have to, the cost would be higher from you initially then. And if you do not have what it needs, it will consume you. So, I hope all of you are prepared for whatever you may tread into. Any records of it are against our teachings. It is an antithesis of many of our teachings. Though I can provide you some answers if you seek them.
I do. I would like to know. Whatever I can to help me be prepared.
It likes to collect magical treasures, bits of knowledge, and items capable of casting spells, wands and the like, staffs, medallions, other wonders items. It most likely has a hoard of some kind somewhere. This basin you speak of, it guards it with its very life.
I may have something to offer it. If it comes to that.
Very well. Less I know about that, the better. Whatever you have to offer it is up to you. But know that the church wants no involvement with this endeavor. Truly, we cannot stop you from finding another way into the tunnels. So, and he brings out one of his keys, detaches it from the key ring, and then he says a few arcane words, and you see the key duplicates, and he gives you a copy.
Oh. Thank you, High Priest Carmen. We understand the risk and we understand your point of view on this matter.
You'd better have
It is
something to
important.
offer it, otherwise you are in a world of trouble.
We understand. I'll take the key. Which I'll give it to
Maybe.
Nin.
May wisdom forever guide your actions. He gives like a little hand gesture.
Yours as well, and I'll give him the middle finger. I'll reciprocate
Sunbeam!
with similar gesture. All right.
Just remember the last time you didn't sunbeam on a whim.
Yeah. Flame strike on Clathris.
Well, I guess
Yes.
we return to the archive and go to the stairs.
All right, yeah. As you guys continue
Yeah.
your way down.
Actually, on the way down, could I ask Riona? Riona, we understand you were tasked with casting spells on our friend here, but
Yes.
where we're about to head could be dangerous.
Right. I assumed I would stay here. Going down there is strictly forbidden, and as Carmen said, the church wants no involvement with this endeavor.
Yes, and of course we will not report this incident to the king of anything of you.
Well, that is a matter for the church.
Forcing your
and
duty.
that is a matter between church and state. That
Very
will be
well.
them to figure out. I am under direct orders from Carmen, not the king.
Understood. I see. In that case, we will be off.
All right. Saints bless you and all that. The one last time, protection from evil and good. Let's do it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yay! 10 minutes. Let's go quick. Get down there before.
Run!
Get down there in 10
Get down
minutes. Get down there in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll do the deal, and then we'll get back out.
Yeah. Very quickly. But yeah, as You guys led down. You see like it goes down into a few fairly unworked looking stone chambers. It looks like they had expansion plans down here. It's their old scaffolding, like holding up a few chambers down here that have barely been worked. And then like at one point it broke out into a tunnel, like further in, and you see it goes down and down and down, in almost a helix pattern. And yeah, you'll be like an hour or two worth of travel in these cave tunnels for you to arrive at your destination.
Okay.
While we're walking, I'll start asking the group. Okay, so what exactly do we plan on offering him if he asks for anything?
Well, it likes magical items,
Yes.
so I could offer it this ring.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean, surely we.
You want to give him?
Surely we mean to
We'll see
perhaps
what he
repair our
has.
relationship with the.
I mean, yeah, that would probably work. Honestly, that's infinite wealth right there.
Yeah.
Surely we
fuck.
intend to repair our relationship with the Isgard demigod.
Do we?
If we
Do
were
I?
to.
What do I value more? Anyway, yeah, it's an option. If it comes to it.
very well.
Just make another one.
We do have the celestial feather that belonged to Sitsitlao. Perhaps that would be a bargain as well.
Well, I also have.
We
I'll pull
won't-
out the golden root tablet. No, I haven't had any takers on this yet.
We
If
won't.
we need something,
We won't
Sorry,
lead
you
with
go.
it. I don't know exactly how much it's going to ask for, or but I am willing to give this if it is needed.
very well. Another case of worry about it later. Neen, I've been meaning to ask. You seem rather determined when you found out about the archive. What is it that you seek?
It was. I kind of realized that I was missing something when I realized I knew a lot about vampires, having never met one before. And that kind of stuck with me, and
I see.
there's something I'm missing, and I feel like I'm going in the right direction to finding out what that is.
Then the pursuit to find oneself. Tale oldest time. Let us proceed onward, since we are all aware of the potential risk. What Carmen spoke of. This entity seems powerful, but honest, perhaps.
Yeah. As you all continue down this singular tunnel, Nin, eventually something in your mind starts to stir. Memories, recollections of little bits and pieces. You see this tunnel, eventually it opens up into a larger space where all of you can smell sulfur and like bits like burned rock, as you can smell, and you can feel heat coming from the place as you see in front of you opens up into what appears to be a large pool of lava with a few items on your side of the pool itself. This pool is at least a few hundred feet across, and it seems to be a continuation, like 3 tunnels on the other side of the pool, like openings that lead to different places. on your side of the thing with Osaduro and Kaidel's passive perceptions. You notice that there's appears to be like these small stone outcroppings that have what looks like plaques or writing on them, etched onto the side of them. However, I would love to continue that part next time when everyone is here.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That's perfectly fair.
You know the classic D&D encounter of cross the river, cross the lava lake. There you go.
Big fan. I love big lava.
I love big lava.
Big lava.
Super.
My lava is the best. No one else is the best. No one else is better lava than I do.
Be careful in the
I have the
Underdark.
best lava.
Down in the Underdark, they're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating mushrooms.
Eating the
They're
mushrooms.
eating each other.
They're eating the people that live there. I love that fucking... In Ohio, they're eating the people that live there. What a fucking weird thing to say. Anyway. We'll see that next time as a...
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
things
cool
are
place.
The only
I'm
thing you have to
excited.
guide you is Nim's vague recollections. So have
That's
fun.
more than enough.
Yeah,
More
sure.
than we've had from some places.
You know
Yeah.
what? True. How do you know this happened,
That's
Nim?
cool.
It came to me in a dream.
What's your source? I
Source?
made it the fuck
I
up.
made it the fuck up.
My source. I'm trying to find it.
Hold on a second. Yeah. It will all
I
will be
don't know
revealed.
what my source is.
Anyway.
Okay, cool.
Later.